Hi there, welcome back to Statistics with Dr. David Bug. Today we're going to take a look at an example of how to calculate a variance. As we can see here, we have the variance formula where we are solving for s squared. And to do that, we are going to get the sum of x minus the mean squared over n. So we're going to look at the variance of how many years these employees have worked for Acme Trading. They have 6 employees that have worked there 9, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1 years. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have to determine the mean for the distribution. So if we calculate the mean, we sum all the values in our column, and so that gives us a total of 30. We have 6 cases, and so 30 divided by 6 gives us a mean of 5. So our first step, after finding the mean, is to take the value, the raw score of x, and subtract from it the mean that we just calculated. So 9 minus 5 is 4. 8 minus 5 is 3. 6 minus 5 is 1. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. And 1 minus 5 is negative 4. In our second step, we're going to take the product from that column and square it. So 4 squared is 16. Remember, when we're squaring something, we multiply it by itself. So 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. 3 squared is 9. 1 squared is 1. Now, remember when we square a negative number, that a negative number multiplied by itself always becomes positive. So negative 1 squared becomes 1. Negative 3 squared becomes 9. And negative 4 squared becomes 16. Never should any of the numbers in column x minus the mean squared, so step 2, none of those numbers should ever be negative. If you have a negative number in there, you've made a mistake, and you need to remember the rules of squaring a value that is negative is always going to be positive. So once you've done that, you should be good to go. Our third step is we're now going to take the sum of our column x minus the mean squared. So we are going to add up these values. So 16 plus 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 16 equals 52. So the sum of x minus the mean squared is 52. So 4, we can plug it in to solve for the variance. So solving for s squared, we're going to take this value out of step 3. So it is 52 over our total number of cases n. There are 6 cases in this problem. So everything plugged into the formula. The variance equals 52 over 6. And then if we take that and divide 52 by 6, rounding to 2 decimal places, we have a variance of 8.67, rounded to 2 decimal places. Now, the only problem with the variance is that because we have squared it, it is now in years squared. Remember, these were years that we started with. We squared them here in step 2, and so now these are years squared, which really don't mean anything to us in a social science situation. We don't really talk about, in our real lives, anything in terms of years squared. The variance in this form is used often by statisticians in other calculations. When we get into inferential statistics, we'll see how the variance is used to calculate such things as a t-test as well as ANOVA. For right now, that's all that's important, is to know how to calculate the number. What it's used for right now is not necessarily as important, but we'll come back to it in future videos. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.